Aloha, you're watching F5 On Demand. I'm Peter Silva, Technical Marketing Manager with F5, and we're here in Times Square, New York City for F5's 2012 North American Agility Conference. Now, one of the things about the conference is, now we certainly do presentations and such, we also make sure that there are certain events where we get F5ers, our partners, and our customers together as a community. And so I thought it would be really cool to meet up with Joe Pruitt, our Senior Strategic Architect for our
It's a mouthful, isn't it?
for our DevCentral community site. So thanks for joining us, Joe.
Yeah, glad to be here. Well, thanks for coming to our booth.
That's right, and you got it set up too. You guys are going to be doing some interviews this next couple of days also?
That's right, yeah, we like to talk to partners and customers and get their stories on video.
So one of the things that much of our audience might not know is really what was the beginnings of DevCentral? Like, why did it come to be some 8 years ago?
Way back when, so start with my history. So I was in the development organization from early on, and I was the original architect for iControl. So iControl is our programmatic web service API into the device. So we as a hardware company, our support organization really wasn't staffed, or they didn't understand how to support web developers or application developers from a programming standpoint. So Jeff Browning and I, early on, were like, well, we need to make the APIs publicly available, we need to make them publicly documented, we need to allow unfettered access and allow developers to communicate with each other. So that was the original startings of DevCentral. It started as a box under my desk in my cube. We rolled out the community, and started in 2003 with 0 users, and I think we just announced over 100,000 users this year, so it's been a really fun ride, but vibrant community. It started with iControl, so that gets to your question.
And so today, what are some of the hot topics that people come to DevCentral for?
Yeah, well, iRules is probably the #1 thing. iRules are our scripting language that allows you to basically add features to our products, right? They inspect the packets at the packet layer and be able to manipulate things. So that's a really easy thing for users to get their hands on. So that's probably our #1 most popular thing on the site. But we also support iApps and TMSH. We've got generic like application design and config forums and groups on the site to allow. Our whole idea is to allow our users a place where they can go and not just ask us a question, but throw a question out to somebody who's actually done it. Right? That's the hardest thing for me when I get a question from somebody. It's like, well, I've never done that before. I think it'll work this way. Let me figure it out. But the benefit we see our customers that they tell us is that when I ask a question and somebody actually tells me a response, hey, I did that last week or last month, and this is how it worked. It's very beneficial.
And there are a number of instances where people would upload their specific iRule for a particular app, and now even our iApps get uploaded, and they're able to share with other customers. Like they're actually able to pull down the iRule, tweak it somewhat, pull down the iApp, tweak it, and then be able to immediately use it within their environment, right?
Yeah, so in our documentation section in our wiki, we've got a full section which we call Code Share. So it's a way for users and us as well to contribute sample applications, sample iRules, sample scripts, and it's you can browse it. It's freely editable to any member of the site, and we've seen that really valuable. There's been a good example of a customer who, we actually learned from a customer who had to solve a problem with the FIX protocol. It's an XML for financial exchange. So we kind of worked it. We posted a solution, and it involves some regular expressions to pull some things out. And we had a user who actually worked with FIX day to day come in and go, well, that's not as optimal as it should be, and manipulated and changed it and updated it. So it's a great way for us to communicate and share things with our users. It's a great way for our users to share things with us and with each other.
And so they can certainly find it off www.f5.com, but what's the direct path to DevCentral?
So devcentral.f5.com. So f5.com, you can go up to the top and communities, DevCentral, but devcentral.f5.com is the website. We have wikis, we have forums, we have social groups. Blogs, yeah. Find all of Pete's videos there. This one will be up there. We got blogs, we have tech tips and articles, and all sorts of things going on there.
And then people can follow you on Twitter?
Twitter, Joe Pruitt is me. I'll plug myself first. DevCentral is our Twitter account, @DevCentral. Facebook, F5 DevCentral, next to F5 Networks group. So we're around posting updates to those all the time.
Excellent stuff. So if you need information about big IPs, about solutions, forums, blogs, videos. The entire F5 community is there on DevCentral. Hey, thanks for joining us, Joe. It's all right.
Well, this is a great first interview. We'll have to do this more often, man.
Well, I always, we watch DevCentral and I see you interviewing other people. I just thought, hey, let's turn the tables on Joe and interview him.
Well, it's your turn next. So we'll get right back at you.
Roger that. All right, so for Joe, Jamie behind the camera, I'm Peter, and we're with F5 Networks. Thanks for watching.